Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark III and welcome back to the Tboch Tangle on Factorio. This time in slightly less urgent situation and slightly less panic than at the start of the previous video because of, well yes, you saw how I just, my base is falling apart, run, kind of. Oh dear, I think that is actually kind of a reflex reaction at this point. It would not surprise me if it is. Wow. Anyway, I am back down at the Tboch side of things. Just grabbing up some walls and stuff like that. Just trying to get, get resupplied and all that kind of stuff. During the break this time, I did actually go ahead and... You know what? Let's be crazy and put in a dismantle order for this stuff as well, considering I don't exactly need it. Yeah, just remove all of that. Now I am also discovering that some of these areas aren't actually covered by my repair systems, which is both odd and a bit worrying, considering that I installed those repair systems absolutely ages ago at this point. So I never actually finished covering the entire base. Whoops. I think it's the best term for it. Whoops. Yeah, let's call it a whoops. Anyway, the main thing I'm wanting to do for this particular set of videos for this week, I've already used one video out of the 5 I normally put out, so whoop-de-doo. Something I want to do is I want to actually get... I want to get some progress done on the actual main base itself, because, this is still my sum total of basic circuit production. These things over here. Do I need any more of those? Yeah, a bit more would do nice. This is my sum total of basic electronics. Let's grab a couple of stacks of them, sure. Do I need... Have I actually used any reds? No. I've never used any basic red inserters in, like... I don't think I've used them in something like easily a couple of weeks now at this point. So, yeah. I've been using just the fast inserters. So I don't really need the regular ones that much. Not anymore. I use an absolute ton of blues, though. And I do need to get blues out to the other base. That would also be a good idea. Repair packs, I'm actually carrying a ton of extra ones though, so I'll just dump some in that. Yep, that's fine. Factories, I'm still carrying an absolute ton of them. Don't need any more. Pipes, well I used all my pipes last time. Let's go ahead and grab some more pipes. Especially since I want to replace some of those things at the other end. Or do I? I don't know. I really don't know if I want to replace those ones at the other end. I do, though, for repairs' sakes, because sooner or later there's going to be a rumbling in the earth and it's going to get damaged and all that. So it would be a good idea to get that. What are these? These are circuit boards. I barely use them, so I was downgrade to a stack of them. Leave that be. I have used their upgraded form, though, quite a lot. Yeah, the only time I've been using circuit boards was to make the these better ones just up here. That's kind of weird, actually. Anyway, let's grab 2 stacks of those since I use so much of them. And anything else I want to grab up here? Oh yeah, control stuff and charge ports. Those would be good ideas to grab some of those. Some of those and some of those. My inventory is completely full of junk. Again. Oh well, whatever. I'm sure I can find a use for some of this stuff somewhere. Like I can dump, where is it? I can dump some of them into there. I grabbed 3 stacks of those, but I don't really need that many. So I can just drop them into that. Yep, that's fine. Now then, let's move on. This base is... It's been enough to sustain the growth of the stuff I've been doing. Kind of. But it's not enough for a lot of things. So really, I want to get this base growing and expanded. Sure, let's do that. Growing and expanded, that is the general thing that I need to do. Get this base up to snuff. Get this base actually working. That would be a great thing to do. I also want to get rid of this needs thing that's flashing at the bottom of my screen all the time. So that is also an important factor. Oh yeah, something else I did, if you can probably see here, something else I did while I was on the 10-minute between videos is I actually hooked up the iron on this side as well. So I've got the iron train running around. It should be the next in line actually. I wanted to build some radars as well. Oh, I'm building Mark IIs. Sure, more sight the better. I want to get this down though so I can actually see what's going on around this, but the next train is due in very, very soon. Let's check how much we're going to see. Plenty, right. Yeah, I want to get rid of all this flashing because it's kind of irritating me a bit. Ah, coal train's here. Sorry, coal train? No. The iron train is here. So as you can see, that is all working quite smoothly to deliver all my ore. Though I still haven't hooked those up to the repair packs or the ammunition supply, which is something I should probably do. Well, I'll have to do it as soon as I get around to, you know, building more outposts, which is, since I've getting the supply chains worked out and the kinks worked out of it all, that is actually a definite possibility at this point. I wonder if you can hook up train carriages to the circuit network so it can only load a certain amount of each supply. That would probably be a good idea for a resource train of some sort, like carries out walls and turrets and things to the various bases and stuff. I'll have to look into that, but it's not something I can check on camera, so nope, sorry, have to come some other time. Now, these trains are here. Ammo supply is okay. I haven't set up resource collection. Power supply, okay. Coal's looking a bit low. All sorts of odds and ends in that. Okay, let's start dumping a few bits and pieces in here then, shall we? Dump those pipes I don't want. I want to hang on to those, I want to hang on to those. Might as well hang on to those steam engines at this end. Don't need to dump the furnace. Dump the turrets. I need to put the radar down so I can actually see this side of the track. Let's put it there. Yep, you're fine there. Now, the big thing that's missing down here is there's some lights missing. I didn't realise that, but I kept building them because I need them and then forgetting to do anything, so they've just been accumulating in my hotbar there. Yep, so I get those built. And then I'm going to dump all of these walls I brought in as well, and that will be more than enough to actually clear up the lack of walls. So yeah, as you can see, massive swarm of robots just flying away to go and build. So yeah, that's looking great. Something I will quickly do while I'm here, actually, is to take that out, get the mining set up here. Something I'll quickly do is actually get some more mines running. Like that. Though I should probably upgrade this to using red conveyors. Sorry, red conveyors, red tunnels, but I've not actually built that. That's something that's been on my to-do list for how long? I don't even want to think about how long that's been on my to-do list, actually. Yeah, to just go out and get a factory automated so that it can actually build, you know, it can build all of the tunnel types. I've been saying that for so long and I've just not got around to it. Wow. Okay, that's enough for that. It's going to run out of resources at this rate. But I need to pull up those there because they are interfering with an oil deposit. Pull up these here because they are interfering with an oil deposit as well. Oh, that's going to be a problem, actually. That's going to interfere as well. I have to pull up these. And this tunnel will have to be upgraded to a red one because that's all she wrote. Yep. At least I've actually got resources so I can actually build stuff again, you know. That is quite useful in and of itself. But I'm still carrying a whole load of yellow tracks. Why am I carrying so many yellow tracks? I have no flipping idea. Oh well. At least I'm building things quickly again. So there is that. Right. Oh, I need another one. Sure. Okay, reds. That's a required split, sure. That's a required balancer there, sure. That's a required balancer there, sure. There's going to be another required balance down here, so might as well build another one in while I'm at it. Yes, I know, it's a while he's at it, it means I'm going to be stuck here for the rest of the video, more likely than not. And that is actually what tends to happen. So it's not a wrong thing to be thinking at all, but still. It's something I want to change a little bit, so if I get a little bit sidetracked, I am sorry, but it does happen a bit, and now I've got more coal around the place. So this is better for my base, for this base, for the entire thing. And yeah, look at that flow that's going through now. So much better. No, that splitter is diverting so much over there because of the power requirements. Power is okay, actually. Yeah, that's fine. So let's quickly grab a blueprint off this, because I will need it. And this is a balancer right. Because it balances the load on the conveyors, and then it sends it off to the right-hand side. And it is actually a more compact design than the balancer straight one, because the balancer straight, it fits in effectively a 3x3 grid, while this one to the side it's a 2x3. So it's great if you don't mind your conveyors changing direction. If that is an issue, however, it's absolutely useless. Anyway, take me home, please. I want to go back to Tboch. Thank you. I love this shuttle train. I'm so glad I put it in last week. It's made conveyance from base to base so much easier. Otherwise I'd be waiting for the trains again, because all the trains are down at the other end at the moment, so yeah. Sucks to be them. Though I am travelling backwards though. I'm in the wrong engine. Yeah, whatever. Pull in. All my trains here unloading. That's great. That really is great. Okay, let's move on. Now then. This base is also lacking the repair systems for other stuff in general. It's also lacking a direct feed to the ammo supply for any kind of defensive walls I choose to put up. So those are some slight issues. I need to check my curtain wall blueprint for a moment. Here we go. Moving from that actually works out great for what I want to do now. Now then, I've got 7 minutes left. Because of my increased resource production, ammo supply is looking great. Now then, let's actually dump some more stuff into this storage chest here. Let's dump my car into that. Let's dump some spare coal, a furnace. Sure. Sure, I'll dump my regular magazine as well. But I've got rid of those alerts saying missing blueprints or missing... It's not missing blueprints, it's missing resources. I've got rid of those at last, so... Great. My inventory has been cleared somewhat as well, which is even better. I've got space to do stuff. Woo! Exit there? Sure, that's actually a convenient place for it to exit. Though I picked up some yellow conveyors again from... all these yellow conveyors, I'll just dump them straight into this production chain, which is... What are you short on? Basically iron, actually. Okay. But anyway, yeah, let's not get distracted. I want to bring in the curtain wall blueprints, and I want to get this corner sealed off because it's still a gaping open target area for anything that wants to come through. So yes. I'm going to put these down like this. Actually, will that be okay? Is this going to be okay like this? Yeah, let's do it like this. Trying to fit into a good position like that. I'm also trying to see where the edge of the water is, which would be helpful. But anyway, build it there. And oh look, it's going to remove all of that. Now then, I was trying to avoid cutting into the forest, really, but in this case it can't really be helped too much, so I'm just going to run with it, basically. Like that. Is that in place? Yes, that's a good spot for it, so I'll put the curtain wall blueprint in there as well. Okay, that's looking good. Now I just need to connect it to the rest of my zones, which is this thing here. Yep. That'll be the connecting point. And suddenly it has robots required. So yeah, off it goes. Wait, why are they missing? I could have sworn I put down a factory somewhere that's making lights. Did I not connect the one up at the top with... Well, I know it's going to run out of walls. That's kind of a given because it's short on walls. The entire base is short on walls. But yeah. Okay, this is going to need a little bit more investigation than I actually planned. Still, at least I'm getting something flowing, so whatever. This corner is going to be safe from invasion as soon as everything gets bothered to build. Though having to dig these out manually is a slight hindrance to my plans. But at least that is the ammo supply route hooked in. As soon as the drones can come down and do that stuff. Still, the lack of those posts, it seems to be a slight issue. I'm going to have to check on that at the other end of the factory. Oh, and now it's waiting for the power poles to turn up. Yep, that makes sense. There we go. Keep on flying, my pretties. You'll get it sorted sooner or later, I know you. Though, admittedly, as I said, I was trying to keep... I was trying to keep the scenic side of this base actually intact, more or less. So I'm not going to just demolish trees all over the place. That's not what this entire thing is about. Turrets are blowing up? Oh, turrets are blowing up. A fair few of them as well. Okay, sure. But yeah, that's that curtain wall going to be okay as soon as things get hooked into it properly. Unless I've forgotten something. I don't think I have. Have I forgotten something? I have, because there's no ammo coming off that. I didn't put a splitter in, did I? No, I did not. Okay. Built the splitter. Forgot about the splitter. Let's just get that thing into place, shall we? There we go. Let the ammo flow. Okay. That'll keep that corner nicely protected. And the turrets will also help protect everything else in general. Why exactly they aren't powered is... Right, of course, yes. I never actually hooked it all up. There we go, power. You say you're low on power, but I know better. You should be working fine. But since you're not, I'm just going to replace you. Yep, you're saying you're no powered as well. I don't know why it does that. It's a slight bug, but... yeah. That is all but done. That corner. So yeah, progress. Woo, progress. Now then. Unfortunately, I've got to give it time to rebuild. I've got to give it time to build up more walls because, honestly, wall production in Tboch is lousy. It stinks. It's absolutely pathetic. I've got a single factory building walls. And a single furnace making stones for that single factory that's making walls. So, yeah, it's not great. Oh. Oh, I think I know what happened. And this isn't working because it's outside the range of the providers and stuff. So, yeah. Sorry, it's outside logistics range. What happened to the light facility is I built it, and then it was one of those rare cases where I got gacked, as in I got killed. I should just say I got killed. I got killed during one of those early Armageddon invasions between videos, so it reset it back to when the autosave was, which was like a couple of minutes before, since it was one of those overrun things. And then I never rebuilt it. I believe it was when I was making the ammo factory when that actually happened. So, yeah, that's something else I've got to sort out. Yay. What does it need for a light anyway? It's simple, I know, but... Basic electronics, iron sticks, iron plate. Didn't I make that over here? I think I did. Oh yeah, I've still got all this stuff sorted out, but yeah, that is going to be it for this particular video. So this has been I am Mark 3. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've had a fun time watching me not screw up as much as usual, though I have made a fair few of my usual mistakes and forgetfulness this time around. I will not deny that. This entire place needs tearing down and redoing. I mean, look at that. It's just such a tangle. That's why I call it the tangle in the first place, because it was like this. Yeah, that's it for now, so I'll catch you some other time. See you later.